This morning, around 6 a.m., there was a heinous crime that took place. Now, Mr. Sprigg, can you go ahead and just explain what you witnessed earlier this morning?
Yeah, I witnessed quite a bit. It was right outside of my front lawn. I was about to go around the corner and get some dried apricots from the supermarket there. It's my colorectal surgeon says I need that to move something through my digestive tract. Anyway, it was something right out of the Italian Job. These boys pulled up in a sedan, and the door opens up out of the sedan. Man comes out with a briefcase chained to his wrist like he was something out of a spy novel, and this whole cadre of construction workers all had most of them had Glocks, semi-automatic pistols, which is not a common issue for a construction worker in the district that we live in, as far as I know. And at this point, a team of spies or ninjas or what have you jumped out of the car and attempted to apprehend the briefcase from this man. Now, first they used these here, which they left on the scene unbeknownst to them. They were calling a bolt cutter. Of course, technically speaking, this is a tree lopper for anyone who's used equipment in the field, as I have before. But they couldn't cut the metal with the tree lopper because it's made for trees, obviously not for handcuffs. So then guy pulls out what I thought was a wakizashi, which is a Japanese honor sword, which is typically used to kill oneself in the case of dishonor of oneself or one's tribe. But then I noticed that it was longer. It was probably just a regular katana, just a samurai melee weapon, which he should not be wielding around without the proper training. And so, lo and behold, he wheels it over his head. He cuts the man's hand off that he's trying to separate from the briefcase, which, of course, violates many of the tenets of the Bushido Code, which clearly states that you have to engage your opponent in some kind of honorable combat, which this was very much not. You had 4 guys with Glocks pointed at him, so he did not have a chance to defend himself. Anyway, the hand lies behind. By the way, the guy who loses his hand, the most stoic person I've ever seen in my life, barely flinches, and they take the briefcase, they run away with it, they go scooting down the street over there, and that's basically how it went down, man.
Man, that is something. Now, have you ever seen these people before on this street? Any recognizable faces?
Never seen him before. I have a log of every neighbor within a 6-block radius for the neighborhood patrol that we organize, and none of those faces match. So they were most definitely not from this neighborhood.
Okay, definitely outsiders that came into this neighborhood, acted as if they owned it. So if you have any information that would lead to the arrest of these suspects, please go to underbellyblues.com.